What's up, party people? Party people in the house. How's it going? Way the bear, buddy. This is Sean. Chris is going to be out for the night, but I've got a very special guest. He's one of our big fans on the podcast. Give it up for Nick Hajo.
Hello.
Oh, what's up? I just dropped my phone. Hold on.
Okay.
Woo. What's going on, buddy?
Nothing much. Good to see you.
Good to see you too, man. Well, for those who do not know you, you live not near me.
No.
You live in Illinois, and I live in Tennessee.
Yes.
But we have been good friends for a number of years now.
19 years.
You figured that out, really? Holy shit.
Well,
Wow.
because I moved back up to Rockford in 2001 and started working Olive Garden that fall. And you and I worked the Taste of Rockford, and that was the first time you're like, hey, you're like, my band's going to practice in our area. Would you like to come hang out? And
Dang, that's so freaking funny.
there we go.
The rest was history.
Yes.
I remember that night specifically. Like, I remember that's when you and I first started talking about stuff. And we were talking about bands and stuff or something, just our likes and dislikes of stuff. And whatnot. It was weird. That was like a cool job, though, doing that taste of,
That was a fun time. Yeah.
With like bands playing and shit. That was pretty cool.
Yeah. So, but yeah, that's 19 years ago, man.
I know. But isn't it crazy? Like, think about how much both of our lives have changed in 19 years.
Oh, well, yeah. Oh, yeah.
It's crazy. I mean, some people will live in the same town for the rest of their life, and that's it. That's it for them. They're perfectly fine with that. But both of you and I were like, no, we need something better.
Yeah.
So we're doing our best, the best we can do, whatever we can to make it better. So.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we all kind of left Rockford and went to different places, though, didn't we?
Yeah. Yep. Where? I was trying to think. Where did Ken and Aaron move to?
They're in one of the burbs. I can't remember which one right now.
Because there's not. I don't think out of like that are OG. Who's still in Rockford? Chris and Kim, maybe.
I think Chris and Kim are. Maybe Jason.
Oh, Jason. Yeah, Jason and Allison. Yeah, they're still in like the outskirts.
Yeah. Other than that, everybody's jumped Rockford ship. Which James and Katie. Which I don't know if you follow James on Facebook at all. But, he does. I don't know if you really need to find out James.
Oh, yeah. No. I am. Yeah, I'm friends with him. Yeah, of course.
Okay, yeah. His reflections of Rockford and all that kind of stuff is really cool.
Yeah, I know. And I'm always like dissing Rockford, and like he makes me not want to diss it as much.
Well, I said to him the other day. I sent a message the other day because somebody said something about one of his pictures, and he said he posted about what they said. And I was like, dude. Your pictures make me actually want to come back to Rockford and walk around and actually enjoy the town again.
Yeah. Because I think a lot of people are trying to do that are like our age and everything, just because we're like, our parents aren't going to do anything, or that age group, that age group.
Yeah.
So it's like, it's up to the younger, I mean, we're not young anymore, but like, you know what I'm saying? It's up to us and the people below us if they're going to make anything out of Rockford. They're going to try to make it anything that it used to be. Yeah. They got to do it now.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you got to think about it. 20 years ago, I mean, even 15 years ago, there was still a downtown community and you still had a lot of stuff going on. Granted, I haven't been there in 10 years, so I don't know how crazy or what's going on down there, but I just don't hear anything. I don't see anything from anybody that lives in that area still that they're doing anything downtown. I don't know.
I was down there last Christmas. Yeah, because I was going to visit you guys. Mm-hmm. Didn't really, I don't know, maybe I just wasn't talking to the right people, but like it doesn't seem like it was that much different. But maybe just because it was Christmas and it was cold.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't know.
Who knows? And then, with everything that's going on lately, who really knows? What's one of those little businesses are probably struggling, a lot.
Oh yeah.
So
Oh yeah.
Hopefully they got a little bit of like a kickback or whatever from the company. Or from the government or something, but I don't know how that worked. I don't know if it was only for some, it was not for others, or what,
I don't know the ins and outs of that either, because I mean, you heard about, like, who was it? One of the basketball teams, wasn't the Lakers or somebody, that got kickback on all the small business aspect, and they're like, okay, really, we really didn't think we are going to get this. So
I
from
didn't
my
hear that.
understanding, yeah, supposedly they sent the money back. To like,
Oh
really, how do we even qualify for this?
Yeah, you definitely don't.
But no, I mean, here in this, I live in a small little town now, 15,000 people as opposed to 150,000 from Rockford.
Right.
But, it's really nice because we have a little square here, and all the little business owners, they've been doing what they can to help each other out. And, people have been selling stuff online, or they've been doing, can you buy gift certificates to use later and all that kind of stuff. But as a community, everybody really kind of came together lately and has really done good for everybody around here.
That's good, man. I mean, that's important.
Oh yeah,
because because everything just has been so screwed up. It's like we have a similar thing. We have like an old school type square too. I don't know, but I have no idea what they're doing. I mean, there's a couple of restaurants on there that I definitely know they were not open. So that's there was a guitar shop that I think I follow online. They're like, gotta close the doors and can't make rent this month. And I was just like, man. So they're selling like all their inventory off, whatever they can, just whatever, just to get rid of it.
That hurts.
Yeah, so that's really bad.
Yeah, as far as I know, none of our small businesses are really shutting the doors in our area. But yeah, like I said, a lot of them are doing really good with, people helping them out. Like our tattoo artist that Melissa and I both go to now, she was doing, buy so much, get an extra amount. So we like kind of went in on that one pretty heavy.
Yeah.
And so she's like, she's been reaching out to us and saying stuff and like, hey, we're going to start opening up soon, but give me a few weeks to get people that were already on the books through the door, and then we'll start doing something. So
that's cool.
Yeah. But I mean, there's a lot of people that didn't get any kind of help during all this from the government. And unfortunately, those people fall through the cracks, and I'm hoping everybody else can kind of step up and help those people out.
Right. I wish I knew what the more ins and outs were on it, because my ex's job, she works at a small salon. They got help, but they're also, I mean, they were doing pretty well. I mean, they're basically like the spots of like the celebrities and stuff like that.
Oh, okay.
So they do pretty good, but so she was covered as far as her like they were able to pay their employees some time off.
That's good.
Yeah, which is good. But like I said, I don't know what qualifies for them, for if you have to make X amount a month or what. I don't know. I don't know how to figure it out. Like,
I don't know.
Who picks and chooses that stuff,
Yeah. I don't know.
Hopefully those little places have survived and they can, make it for a little bit longer, because I mean it sounds like everybody's starting to kind of try to open up a little bit more. And
yeah, I mean, from my building downtown Peoria, I can look across the street and I can see one of the most popular restaurants in Peoria, and they had yesterday was the first day that you could start doing outdoor seating and all that kind of stuff.
Okay.
And so they had quite a few spots outside, and they made it look really cool. It looked really nice. And they always had at least 2 or 3 tables sat the entire time that from the second they opened. And I mean, they opened up at like 11 o'clock, and I don't leave work till about 4:30, and they were always busy. And it was just really nice to kind of see that. And people were still being, distancing and all that kind of stuff. I mean, it can be done. You just got to take your time with it, and you've got to make sure that people are there to follow the rules.
Yeah, I agree. I went into one of our local pizza places. It's impossible to find pizza like what I'm used to up north. But so I tried to bounce around. The pizza that we got was okay, but it was a new place I had never tried. But that's neither here nor there. But like, so I went in there. I had placed a delivery order or a pickup order, so I went and got it. But when I was leaving, there was like nobody in there sitting down. But there were tables that were like marked where saying like, please don't sit here. It was every other table. So they were open for business, but nobody was sitting in there.
Yeah.
I felt kind of bad because I'm like, shit, there's nobody in here at all.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's like some people might not know. They might have to put a sign up or something saying, hey, we're on limited seating right now, you know.
Yeah, I mean, if it wasn't for my local Facebook page, I wouldn't know what's going on with half these businesses. And I mean, they don't know how to get the word out, or they just don't really care to at this point in time with everything that's going on.
Yeah. Well, there's been so many like just people are still like, I don't know if it's I don't know. I don't know if it's like a conspiracy thing or people are blowing things up to be like saying it's still rampant, blah blah blah. You know, it's higher. It's you know, if you open up, then it's going to grow even higher than it is. But then other people are saying no, that's not true. Blah blah. It's lower than it's ever been. I have no idea who to believe.
Yeah.
So,
well,
yeah.
Well, one of the things that's been talked about here is, you know, we get grouped in with what's Chicago's numbers. Like downstate Illinois, there's nothing happening. Like we've had, I think now the whole entire Fulton County that I'm in has had 12 cases, and like 7 of them have recovered. And granted, it hasn't been a cakewalk. Some of them have had a little bit of a struggle, but it's still that low of a number. But then you look at Chicago, and it's rampant up there. And like, well, why don't we open up downstate Illinois and just let them kind of do what they do? Well, because Chicago's going to hear that. They have no problem driving 2 hours to go to a restaurant or coming to the casino down here because they know it's open, and then that could just spread more. And that's one of the things that's being tossed around a lot.
Yeah.
Because I don't know what it's like there. I don't know if I haven't heard like is like Nashville like really hot, is Memphis really hot or anything like that.
I really don't know. Like, I mean, I hear different things. As far as I know, they're starting to open up stuff.
Okay.
But like, it's minimal. I don't know about downtown Nashville, but this is in Murfreesboro alone. I mean, they are starting to open up some restaurants, and I'll drive by some, and you'll see like, you know, a handful of cars in the parking lot. And you're like, okay, that's so weird. But I still don't feel comfortable going into them yet, just because I don't really want to get sick. You know. I don't want to put a chance. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's flipping a coin, I think, at this point.
Yeah.
And so it's like I don't want to chance a 50-50 chance, you know?
No.
I mean, how do you feel? I mean, have you guys gone out to eat or anything?
No, we don't go out to eat. We try to go out as few as times as possible. Like, you know, we shop at Costco. I'll do one Costco run every 2 weeks and just buy a whole lot. Other than that, we go to the grocery store maybe once a week. Yeah. We don't really go to Walmart or anything like that. It's kind of funny because we also cut down on our Amazon purchases because we're like, oh, well, this was stupid for us to keep on buying this or that or this. And so we cut down our Amazon purchases.
My Amazon's gone up a little. Just because I'm home and I'm like, that's only $10. That's only $10, you know.
Well,
I'll tell you that.
I got really bad on eBay buying Batman memorabilia. Oh my gosh!
This is gonna be this episode is gonna be a little bit of an unboxing because I know there's a couple. I've got some things I'm gonna show you tonight.
Okay.
Holy shit! So like, it's just funny that you brought up memorabilia, but yeah. So,
but no, I mean we don't go out to eat or anything like that. We'll get something to pick up like every other week. Melissa and I have like a date night Friday night. Sure. So we, you know, get food from somewhere, or like last night I went and got some good steaks from one of the butchers that was open back up again.
Nice.
On my way home. So, you know, just got some good steaks, grilled them up. We grilled up some eggplant, which I haven't had eggplant forever. That was delicious. Wow. But yeah. So, okay, you piqued my interest. What the heck are you talking about unboxing?
Oh, we're gonna do it now. You want to do it now? Well, my birthday was just last week, and
sorry about that. Happy belated.
That's cool. I thought you I don't know. I thought you were in the mix. I don't know.
I probably was. I don't know.
It's just another day.
Yeah.
So you don't even have to worry about it. But Luke, he's like, it was like 2 days before, I think. He's just like, hey man, how you doing? You know, I'm like, good. I'm like, hey, what's your address? And so I'm like, told him, I was like, I'm gonna send you something. But I didn't even think about it, like my birthday was coming close. And I think like the next day or two, came pretty fast. It was like the day before my birthday, and I got an Amazon package, and I'm like, what did I order? And like I had a couple of things ordered, but I'm like, they never said I was getting anything today, so I'm like, that's weird. So I grabbed it, and I had to go get Madison. I had Madison for the night, and I went and I had her open the package. This is what it was.
Oh, nice.
Gigachon, baby.
That's nice.
Yeah, new program. And I was like, Oh my god.
I wanted to get the one that they had, but you had to be the what is it? What's their club called again?
10 Club.
Yeah, I really wanted one that was on the 10 Club. I was like,
What was that? I didn't even see.
It was some special edition two disc gatefold, and it came with some kind of booklet with like behind the scenes of like the recordings, I think it was, or something like that.
That was cool. They always
like,
they always do cool shit for that. I was like an on and off like member for like the last like 20 years. Like they don't ever tell you when your membership expires. Like they just if you don't remember the date to renew it, then you get bumped.
That's not very good.
No, and so like I always forget. I always cut out because whenever you get like they give you like a newsletter once a year that'll have your expiration date on the actual like right by your address and everything. So I always cut that out and I lose it. Now in these days I can just take a picture of my phone and I have it always, but or set like an alarm, the day before. Hey, we signed for this because the biggest thing is that has to do with like seniority on getting tickets.
Right.
The longer you've been with them, the better chances you have of getting closer seats.
Right.
So it's like, dang. I wish I've been a member for a number of years now, so I'm all at the bottom of the barrel. But speaking of them, I'll get to my other unboxing here. Actually, I'm gonna unbox the next one. This one, I guess I could open it and see what they got inside while I'm talking. But before this whole like COVID-19 thing burst, they had a special. It was just because they were going on tour like I think it was the end of April or whatever. They're going to be in Nashville like April 20th. They obviously had to cancel that, but just before that, in March, like the middle of March, they were going to have at select what was it? It was select theaters, but it was only in certain parts of the whole world or of the whole country. They only had like a handful of them, and one of them was like real close to us. And it was one of those things where they had like it was almost like a Pink Floyd like laser light show type thing.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was a cinematic experience with Gigatron, where you would listen to the whole album, but they have like visuals on the screen. It was Dolby. I mean, they touted that it was going to be Dolby Atmos. It was going to be Dolby Vision, all that shit. It was supposed to be badass.
Oh wow, that would have been cool.
Yeah, it was like $20 a person. I'm like, dude, me and Matt are going to do this totally. If we can't go see the concert, we're doing this. Then they're like shutting down everything, and they had to refund that. And they've never redone it. They said this is like going to be a once in a lifetime thing. That we're going to do it again. We're just going to do it for that day and that day only. And like tickets were selling out when I got it like 2 weeks in advance, and then they canceled that bitch. I was like, they didn't say anything about like doing it again. They just said you've been refunded your money, and I'm just like, damn it, man. That would have been such a cool like thing to experience with Madison, something that like that no other band fucking does that.
No, I know we were planning on trying to go to some concerts stuff like that because like all the bands that like Lucas is into and that I like to listen to, Melissa likes to listen to, they're all going on tour in some shape, way, or form this year. Like Lucas is really getting into Tool. His dad bought him Tool tickets. Well, that got canceled. Rock Contours were touring. Brandy Carlisle, which Melissa really likes. I don't know if you've ever listened to her.
Yeah, she's
touring. Well, there went that one. Just everything like that. It's like I understand, but man. I really was looking forward to some live music because Silver Sun Pickups. We were looking at going to see them.
I would love to see them.
I can't wait. I hope I get to see them at some point in time. They're in my top 3.
They speaking of the Raconteurs, they did like some kind of like a home thing.
Is what it is. I started to watch it and I keep on getting interrupted. They did Live at the Electric Lady, which do you know what Electric Lady is?
That's okay. New York, right?
Yeah, Electric
Lady.
Where
that was the big club of like with Jimi Hendrix and stuff, right? Is that Jimi Hendrix's actual club or his recording studio?
I'm not sure. I don't know. He probably did, but like that's where like when Bowie records America, that's where he records.
I think that was Jimi Hendrix's act. That he started that.
Oh, okay.
I don't know.
It's cool. Yeah, I've never really done that much diving into that because I'm just now learning about it. But we actually bought a record store day a few years ago. It was The Kills Live at Electric Lady. And we're like, oh, well, this is really good. And then the next year it was Mumford & Sons Electric Lady. So we bought that one too.
Yeah.
And then I actually started looking and like, it's a pretty cool place.
Yeah, that's pretty awesome.
Yeah. And then I don't know if you've seen the High Fidelity TV series yet.
Yeah, so we can definitely talk about that. I have a bone to pick about that.
Okay, well, she pops up at the Electric Lady. That's where the young guy, that's where he's recording, is Electric Lady.
Electric Lady Studios, correct?
Yeah. So
okay.
I was like, oh, that's cool.
Okay, so
all right, what you got there?
All right, yeah, it was built by Jimi Hendrix and designed by John Stoyk in 1970. He spent only 10. Oh man, this is sad. He spent only 10 weeks recording Electric Lady before his death.
Oh wow.
Damn, that's a bummer. But yeah, there you go.
Huh.
Didn't Foo Fighters do that one when they were doing that traveling album? Didn't they do that there or no?
I don't know if it's Electric Lady or not. I really can't remember. That was one of the coolest episodes there because they brought that family in there and they're like, "Hey, you want to see how a song's recorded?" And the kid's like, "Yeah."
Yeah. Dude, I want to go back and watch it. I don't have HBO, but I want to go back and watch that whole thing because I got chilled like every episode.
My in-laws bought me that for Christmas one year, awesome. And Melissa and I sat there and watched them all, and now Lucas and I have sat there and gone through some of them. And we also watched Sound City. Lucas and I did.
I love that too.
Oh my god, that's so good! And he was
like, "Oh my god, so good."
He was just like, "Wow." I go, "Yeah, this is what I enjoy about music: is all the behind-the-scenes stuff, all the stuff that goes into how this
something makes it so like so much more personal."
Yeah.
Dude, that speaking of that Sound City thing, when freaking Paul McCartney comes and sits in, and they just improvise a song that's awesome.
Yeah.
And then, what was it? I have a couple quotes that I remember from that whole like after the done. Like I think it was like it wasn't Dave, but it might have been somebody else. It might have been Dave. He's like, "Why can't every day be like this?" And then Paul's like, "It is, you know."
Yeah. Like
and he's like, "Screw you, Paul McCartney."
Well, you heard about Concrete and Gold when they asked Paul to come in, didn't you?
No.
Oh, he's on one of the songs. He's on Sunday Rain is what I think it's called or something like that. Dave Grohl calls him up. He's like, "Hey, would you like to come play drums on my song for me?" He goes, "You're crazy and I love you. I'll be there tomorrow." And that's Paul, yeah.
That's
Paul
hilarious.
Comes in, lays down the track, and that was that. Like,
what?
Dave Grohl was like, we were together for like 2 hours laying down the track and it was done and completed. Yeah. It's like, it was insane.
Yeah, I think they were even saying that one. I'll have to go back and watch it. That song that they did, it was like a one take thing. Like they just, and then it was done.
And you know what's crazy? Have you listened to that album all the way through? Like the actual Sound City album?
I don't think so.
Okay. The Paul McCartney song is one of the harder songs on there because of the way that he plays on that song. It's just like, really? That was that
cigar box guitar. Oh my god!
I know, and he makes it scream. I'm like, how?
Oh man, I just love that about. I had a much more bigger appreciation for Paul McCartney after that.
Yeah,
and he is what he is. He's like an icon, but like it's like he's like doesn't seem touchable.
No,
and yet that made him seem like more real. You know what I'm saying? Does it make sense?
Yeah. Well, did you ever see the James Corden carpool karaoke with him?
No, I didn't. I've never watched it.
They go to Liverpool, and he's driving around Liverpool, and they stop in at a bar and do a surprise performance for the people in the bar.
I have to watch that.
It's really cute, like the way that the stuff that happens and everything like that. It's a really good episode.
I love all those carpool bands. I want.
Yeah.
They're funny. You can deep dive all of them.
Oh yeah.
That's just one I haven't gotten into. You see the Foo Fighters one of that one?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, that great. That freaking Guitar Center, man. It's like picking up. There's decide to play a concert. Can you imagine being in that store? And you're like, the freaking Foo Fighters over there. What the hell?
Is that Dave? That can't be Dave. It is Dave Grohl.
Oh man, what were we just talking about though?
Unboxing stuff. What was this Pearl Jam? Anything special with this edition?
I think it's pretty standard. I could be wrong. Well, it's kind of like Maybe this is the one you were talking about.
Yep, that looks like the book that was supposed to come with it. He got you the club edition.
It came from Amazon though.
Oh, really? Huh.
This one says lyrics.
Oh, okay. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, that is cool. But I'm sure the other one will say that maybe it's like more of a book. It's so cool. The inside's pretty cool.
Oh, nice.
That'd be an awesome poster.
Mm-hmm.
You hang that up on the wall. Have you listened to the album?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
It's not bad. I need to listen to it more. I think the cover has got a cool little like shimmer to it. I don't think the camera can. It's like a metallic like sheen to it.
Cool.
It's kind of cool. Yeah, I need to listen to it more. I mean, I like the songs that they released. I like those.
I've listened to it a couple times. It's definitely a different album for them, but yet again, they've been around for as long as they have. They have to reinvent themselves every once in a while.
Every album seems a little bit different than the last.
Yeah.
I didn't honestly. Being this is going to be weird coming from me. I didn't like the last one. What
was on that one?
That was the one that that's how memorable it was. What the heck was it called? I'm getting old, man. Like 10 years ago, I would have been like, "Oh, it's blah blah blah," and then you're like, "Oh yeah," or we both would have been like, "Blah blah blah blah." Lightning bolt.
Oh, that's right.
I wanted to like it. I wanted to like it so bad, but I couldn't get behind it. There's only
I don't know if I really listened to that one too much.
See, it just fell off the radar. And that was like 8 years ago, almost 9 years, or 7 years ago. They did that back in 2013.
Wow,
that's crazy.
I saw them in 2007 in Chicago. God, 13 years ago.
With me?
No, I didn't see Pearl Jam with you.
You saw Pearl Jam with me, bro.
No, I was at Lollapalooza.
But you saw Pearl Jam with me before Lollapalooza. We went to Chicago, brother.
I did not go on that trip.
You did.
No, I did not. It wasn't me.
Yes, you were there.
Nope.
I almost positive that you were there. We sat on the side of we're like 3/4 of the side of the stage.
Nope.
I don't believe you. I think you're
it was not me. Pearl Jam, the first time I ever saw him was in 2007.
No way, dude. No way, dude. I have no way to prove because I don't know. Like, I can't remember what year that was.
We saw Incubus together down in DeKalb.
Nope.
Yep.
Oh yeah, Andy Callahan was there, wasn't he? That was when I was dating a long time ago.
I don't know. That was.
Oh no, I didn't go to DeKalb with them.
Well, we ran into Luke and his wife.
I don't think I was there at that one. I saw them in.
Oh God, I've been to so many concerts we can't get them straight anymore.
No, dude, we're getting old. I wish I could record everything down so I remember it better. Dude, I'm almost positive you went to the show.
No,
because it was like I had an extra ticket and you took it.
That wasn't me. Was it Ken? Because we always get confused for some odd reason.
No, it wasn't Ken.
Yeah.
Wow. This is how out of touch I've been with Ken. I just recently like because of things that we talk off air about, we hadn't really been friends.
Okay.
Not even like Facebook. We weren't even like Facebook friends. And like I just said the other day, I was like, starting over a new life, let's just go ahead and see who's out there still hanging out.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't even know they had a kid.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I was like, what?
Yeah.
It broke my glasses.
Oh no.
Like my fake glasses.
Oh, okay.
I'm trying them out. I don't even know where they went. Did I break that shit all together? I don't know. Yeah. I was like, what? I didn't know that.
Yep. I know. I haven't even seen them since he's been born.
Wow. That was a trip, man, when I saw that. Well, I think Amazon is going to be getting a new sunglass order from me. I brought my sunglasses. I like to pretend they're glasses. I'm trying to I want to wear these to distract people from seeing this. So, so they're just focusing on this. Oh, he's got glasses. Interesting. No, there's no lenses in them. So,
yeah, this is just a deterrent from this mess.
Well, I thought maybe keeping the beard long covers the double chin, but I'm just I'm dying because it's hot and we've had a couple of 80-degree days, and it's just dude.
Yeah, I had to go outside and mow on one of those days like that for the first time with this thing. I'm like, oh. And Melissa's you're not shaving it. I'm like,
she wants it long, huh?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Oh. Yeah. She's the one that as soon as I got done working in restaurants, she's like, you're growing it out. I'm like, okay. So, and then once all this started, I tried to trim it up a little bit here and there, but I'm like, let's just let it go. And my barber's going to hate me when he sees me.
Man. I never realized how there was once you cut it, once you shave it, when we were starting out, when you're just a new shaver, you just don't know if you're going to shave it, it's going to grow back even longer. You don't think that's true, but it is dang true. There's proof. I had Michaela come in here. She shaved my head, used the same trimmer, the same length, and then trimmed my beard. This beard was all straggled out. This one's just starting to. If I wear a hat, it'll kind of lay over a little bit. It's at that awkward stage. So it's
mine's really shiny. Sorry, guys.
I got a filter. Hold on.
Okay.
No, but it's weird having a shaved head. Dude, I told you this whole thing is just all tangent. Just you go through different tangents all throughout the entire episode. You've listened to enough, Then you're like, what were we talking about 10 minutes ago? I don't know. Oh man, that's funny. Okay, so should I do the other unboxing now or not? You'll really like this one.
Oh boy.
Yeah, so I don't know if we should do it now or save it for later. What is the monster gods telling me? Do it. Okay.
Sweet.
My roommate actually owns the house too. He's since he's been off working too, he decided to start selling puzzles online.
Okay.
Who knew that puzzles were going to be such a big hit during the shutdown? He sells them for 2 or 3 times more than what they cost. Jeez. And people buy them. They're flying off the shelves. And so he's starting to do that. He started off with selling Legos. And he'd buy big 10-pound thing of Legos for $1,000 or something. And then just piece them all out and sell them for 3 times as much. It's crazy, dude.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, dude. There's a big thing for Lego. And then, excuse me, it's a Lego, not Legos. It's not plural. The Lego people get on here about that. So, and he had never done it before. He just was I just had an epiphany that maybe Lego might be worth selling. What turned it was taking up his whole day, day and night. He was just constantly, you hear he was shuffling through these piles of Lego to look for these little Star Wars figurines and stuff like that. And man, but he made a pretty decent, pretty good living over the last over a couple months. So then he moved into the puzzle thing, and now he's talking about doing a mystery box type thing. But he's also doing some other toys that are if he hears any kind of hot toy or whatever, he buys them. He's got a couple of ins to the actual manufacturer, so he can get them for dang near cost.
Oh, that's nice.
And so he's this little thing that I'm gonna show you. He picked up, and he's got about it's probably about 20, 25 of them, and he's waiting for them to sell out so he can sell them at a higher rate.
Oh, no way.
Yeah. Dude, check it out, man.
Is it the plush one or is it like an animatronic one?
No, it's not the animatronic one. It's a plush one, but he's got a hard head and hard hands.
Nice.
But, they sell for like $25. And he's like, dude, I'm like, how much do you want for it? Because he posted something online that how much he's going to charge. Ship. But I'm like, dude, that's really expensive. I'm like, they just came out, you know. So I said, how much, what's the roommate cost, you know? And he's like, dude, you can go on Amazon and get them for $25. I'm like, yeah. So like, if I threw you like a $30 bill, you're not gonna take it? He's like, yeah, I'll take it. But he's like, I'm gonna hold on to these for when they sell out, like in like other stores and they're harder to find. Then he's gonna be able to sell them for more. So I just picked it. I mean, he literally just got them like today or yesterday.
That's awesome.
But it's cute as hell, and it's awesome. I don't know if I want to take them out. I should take them out, huh? I mean, where's my knife? I don't have a knife. There's one. Got a plastic knife. I have a really nice Kershaw pocket knife that my brother got for me for Christmas. I don't know where that damn thing went. It just totally disappeared on me.
I've got 3 or 4 that I've picked up throughout the years, and I'll throw a coat on that I haven't worn in like 2 years. I'm like, oh, that's where it went.
Well, I'm gonna be like doing like a purge of this my room soon, just to get rid of a lot of shit. So I hopefully will find it in that.
And we during all of this, we've remodeled the oldest Lucas's room because his room is the worst. The walls were completely crap in there. So we went and redid the walls and everything like that and moved everything out to the garage. And I kid you not, 2 days into doing that project, our basement flooded. So I had to pull everything out of the basement, put in the garage. So our garage is just like a huge mess. I'm like, okay, it's time to go through and purge that and the basement and just get rid of stuff. Because you put it all in the basement, it's so spread out. You're like, oh, there's not too much. And then you have to throw it in like one room. You're like, this is a lot of crap.
Dude, yeah, I thought I'd miss having a basement, you know, moving. Because like down here, there's not a whole lot of houses that have basements.
Yeah.
Because they have a lot of like it's really stony. There's a lot of big boulders. It's expensive to dynamite out, you know. And so every once in a while you hear about it. It's like thinking back to having one. I'm like, man, whatever they use on this is like, steel. Plastic. Oh, there we go. And like, so, but I'm like, man, I remember having that problem at my mom's house and at our house. We had a little bit of flooding, and it just sucked having to deal with all that. So I'm like, I don't miss that. On the fact that it's kind of like a catch-all of just like, put it downstairs.
Yeah. I mean, for the most part, that's where Lucas, he's got his drums set up down there, and whenever his buddies come over and they play and everything like that, like actually, you know, his friends bring over the guitars or whatever, and they all jam down there. That's a nice area, but other than that, yeah, it's a catch-all.
Yeah. All right. So he doesn't have feet.
He's just a big bag.
He's a bag. He's weighted a little bit, but like, I don't know if he can stand on his own. His head is heavy. Oh shit, he does stand on his own. You
should just do the rest of the podcast that way.
All I know, that's definitely going to be the thumbnail. And they're gonna be like, what the hell? The animatronic one is where like he does his ears will kind of fold down and he gets excited and sad and stuff.
I've seen that one, but I haven't seen the animatronic one yet.
I think the animatronic one goes for like $50.
Jeez,
it's expensive. I thought he came with a necklace, but that might be the animatronic one. It's so cool.
I can't wait for season 2.
Have they like slated it?
It's slated. They're already casting people.
I mean, they know they have an exact date yet or no?
I don't think they have an exact date yet, but no, they've already casted people. Like, you know, Rosario Dawson's going to be on it.
Ahsoka, that's right. That's going to be awesome.
Who else just got added?
Or Asuka or Ahsoka? What's her name?
I didn't follow
that Jedi.
I didn't follow the Reb, or what is that one?
Clone Wars.
I didn't watch that one. Lucas does. If he was sitting right here, he'd be like, "It's blah blah blah."
But I think it's Asuka. I think I want to say
something like
Asuka.
that.
Keep going.
What's her face? Blonde. She was on Battlestar Galactica. She did. Really? Come on, age. Go away.
Ahsoka, I think.
Yeah. Well, anyways, there's quite a few names.
Ahsoka Tano. AHSOKATA, and then the second name TANO. Rosario was like perfect for that. Like she looks very much like the.
Yeah, I guess there's some kind of backlash that I just didn't read on because I was like,
I heard about that. There was some kind of weird thing.
Yeah, I could care less.
Yeah. Did you ever watch? It was like some kind of round. It was a round table thing that's on like Disney Plus about them with like the creators of Jon Favreau and them.
Oh yeah, it's like the gallery or whatever it is, or something like that.
I never watched it.
I haven't watched that yet either. Lately is all I've been watching is either Brooklyn Nine-Nine or what's the other show I've been watching lately? Yeah, but yeah, I've been watching Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
Bitch.
Huh?
I've been binge watching like a bitch lately. Holy shit! Whole shutdown. Been binge watching everything. Man.
Oh, Brisco County Jr. That's on IMDb's streaming service for free. I was like, I was just flipping through to see what's on there. I'm like, really? Brisco County? Yeah, I'm gonna start watching that.
What is that from? Like the 80s?
93.
93?
Yeah.
Brisco County.
Yeah.
Man, is that like a? Oh yeah, I think I'm mixing that up. That was like a spoof on something, wasn't it? On another show?
No, this is the one that had Bruce Campbell in it, and it takes place in the like late, like right about the turn of the century for like the Wild West and stuff like that.
Okay, I kind of remember that.
It's a great show. It's a fun show to watch.
It's funny. Man.
Yeah, I finished watching. I don't know if you ever watched Ozark.
Oh my gosh, I had to binge watch. I binge watched the whole thing, all 3 seasons in like a couple weeks.
Yeah, that was not to give anything away, but end of season 3.
We're all about spoilers. Holy shit, dude! I about crap myself, dude. When they give the hug and then bang, and there's a look on their face.
Yeah.
Oh my. Yeah, we spoil everything. We don't care.
Okay. Well, and then the song that came on at that point in time, I don't know if you've ever heard of them, Run the Jewels.
Dude, I've tried to get into Run the Jewels, man, but I just haven't. I need to give them another chance. I didn't know
I really like them. Like, I've got a few of their stuff now. But as soon as that song came on and that scene happened, I was like, oh, that was a great ending to a season. Let's see how they top that one now.
I couldn't believe that whole season was like that was probably one of the best seasons out of the 3.
Yeah.
There's so many twists, and you're just like, dude, Wyatt screwing that old lady, and you're like, no, dude, no, she's crazy. She kills everybody.
Yeah, but he's in line now for his family to take over that business now.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I couldn't do it, man.
No.
I don't know if I could pull myself into doing it.
No.
Dude, that lady was jacked, man. I couldn't do it. I'm like, hey, God bless that actress. She do a fine job if she doesn't look like that normal, but it's also makeup, which I hope God it is, but like just acting in general is great too.
Oh yeah,
she's obviously not like that. So like,
no,
just that she plays that character beautifully, and you're just like, it's just crazy.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to. No.
I mean, she killed her own husband. I mean, come on,
she killed so many people. She killed a major crime boss.
Yeah.
The cartel in her living room.
Yep.
Oh man. Spoilers.
Yeah, that's a good show. That one's going on top 10 for sure.
I was getting a little leery after season 2. I was a little worried. I was just like, it's kind of more of the same shit, you know. Like, oh, we got a lot of money, we got to figure out how to launder. And then I was just like, how long are they going to do this? They got it's just a little bit more every single season. Now who knows where this next season is going to go? Holy crap!
Oh, I know. Well, the only thing I liked about the end of season 2 was when he was like, oh, well, we're going to go ahead and we're going to head back home or whatever. And she's like, no, we're staying here. It's like, oh, she's the one that's going to be in charge now. Like, you better watch out because she's the one that's going to take control. And that's what she tried to do. And now they're freaking right hand of the cartel. Ugh.
Man. Oh my God. Oh my God. That's crazy.
Yeah.
It's crazy thinking about that.
So, talking about shows, what's your bone to pick with High Fidelity?
Oh my God. Where should we start with that?
Oh no, it's a list.
I don't even know if I'll remember the list. I should have written down a list. I was gonna actually ask you about this, but I'm glad that we're doing this on this format because it makes more sense. Because you get more instead of just a text back and forth. Dude, I don't know, man. You watched the whole season?
Yeah.
I've only watched like maybe 3 or 4 episodes. Maybe it's only been 2 episodes, honestly. But it's like, why? Like that movie is like, it's like up there, like in like the heavens. Mm-hmm. It's almost seems one of those don't touch type things. Mm-hmm. And they touched it. Granted, okay, I will give them kudos that they're using Lisa Bonet's daughter. I will give them that.
Zoe Kravitz.
Yes, I will give them that was okay. But then, like, I don't know, is that Lizzo or whatever? Or what's the chick's name that her best friend? Like,
I have no idea who she really
is. You know who Lizzo is?
Yeah.
They look very similar, but I don't know if that's hardly is, but. Okay, I don't want to say this without sounding too sexist or whatever, but not everything has to be remade for a woman's point of view to make her out to be the protagonist.
Understand that.
Vis-a-vis Ghostbusters or, anything else.
But they did a Ghostbusters with females? Really?
You're lying.
I never watched it.
No, I didn't either. And, dude, have you seen not to jump off, we'll get back to High Fidelity, but the preview for the actual third Ghostbusters looks amazing.
I can't wait.
I can't wait for that. I'm going to have to, binge watch the other 2 again just so I'm familiarized with the goings on. But, okay, so...
I know High Fidelity ranks really high up there because of both the music and just the content for you. I know that's one of your favorite movies.
Top 3.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And, oh, my God. I saw that, and the first time I saw the preview, I was like, oh, no. Oh, no. Don't do that. I hate how every episode she said, oh, my, you got such a, woe is me. I can't find a guy. I'm like, dude, bitch, shut up. I'm just like, I don't know.
Fair enough.
I don't know how else to. I can't defend. I'll probably go back and watch it and give it its fair shot, but they're picking quotes out of the movie from the original movie. I don't like that.
Excuse me.
They should have made it its own thing.
From my understanding, and take it for what it's worth, this is after it was released. The writers, creators, whatever, the powers that be of the TV series, they flat out said, we're doing this more off of the book. We're not doing it off of the movie. Yet, they did do scenes that were in the movie, and yes, they did quotes. And I've heard that some of the quotes were actually lifted from the book that was also used in the movie, and that's why they're in both of them. I'm like, it's an entire book. You could have picked other quotes to use or reference.
Because some of the best quotes were the ones they already used in the main movie. Like, come on.
Oh, yeah.
I haven't read the book. I
never read the book either, so I can't really base anything off of that. But that's what the creators, the writers said. I like the show. Yeah, it was kind of weird to see a female take on that character, but the way they portrayed it kind of made a little bit of sense. But yeah, the What Was Me kind of got tired because, one, you're in New York and you're Zoe Kravitz.
You're not ugly.
You run a record store. You've got so many points right there going for you, but whatever.
I mean, wasn't Zoe Kravitz an actual model at some point? Like wasn't she like a supermodel of some sort?
Probably.
I thought
mean, she could pull it off. I mean, come on. Your dad's Lenny Kravitz and your mom's Lisa Bonet. You've got two beautiful people.
Exactly. Speaking of Lisa Bonet, you know, she's like either married or dating Jason Momoa. Mm-hmm. And did you ever see the commercial with him pulling off his muscles?
Yeah.
You see her in that commercial too?
Yeah. Now she's doing the commercials with them.
I didn't see that commercial. I saw the commercial. It was like a Super Bowl commercial.
Yeah.
But then later I saw it, and she's helping him up with the bar. So I was like, she's in that commercial.
Is she really?
Yes. He when he was starting to do he's like trying to get it.
They've done more of the commercials. Yeah.
Do they do more?
She's more prominent in some more of the newer commercials.
I haven't seen that. I've seen it. In the
yeah.
But that was the original one though. She pulls it with one hand. He's like, it's all right. You're doing better. And I was just like, I'm like, oh shit, that's cool. I'm like, wait a second. I had to Google because I saw her. I'm like, that's weird for her to just be in that little spot and not be showcased at all. So I'm like, are they dating or whatever? And I think they're married or whatever.
Yeah, they've got kids together, I think.
Really?
Yeah.
It just made that commercial so much better. Just because that little like Easter egg in there that most people might not have noticed.
Yeah, no.
Man. So, okay, do you want to keep going with the high fidelity or?
Give it a shot. Give it another try.
I mean, I've got time. I've got plenty of time on my hand to give it a shot. It'll go behind. They just put. You remember the show, Just Shoot Me with David Spade?
Oh yeah.
They just released that on Hulu.
Oh, did they?
Yeah, that show is hilarious. I don't know if you ever watched that show. But
I watched it back in the day.
Dude, I've been watching that, and I'm like, man, this is just as good as it was when it came out. It was a very underrated show, but it went for like 5 seasons or something. So like, it had some like longevity to it. It was kind of popular, I guess. So I'm happy to see that. I've been watching that lately. What else have we been binge watching? I've been binge watching this like a lot of like they have these car shows on Netflix. They'll have either it's like from rags to riches or from rust to riches, or there's one called like I don't know. Rust City or something, and then there's another one called Fastest Car. Have you seen any of those three?
I've never watched them, but I mean, I've watched the previews just kind of see what they're about.
The Fast Car one's kind of interesting. They have like the 3 like car builders that are building. They build like their own little sleeper car out of whatever they have, you know. And then they're doing a drag race. The 3 of them are drag racing a supercar. Like a rich guy that has an actual legitimate supercar, and they're all so it's a 4-car drag race.
Oh wow!
And then it's like a tier. Like you win your tier, then you go to the championship in California or whatever. But like during the show, they talk about like what it took for them to build their car and then they talk to the rich guy, and he's always like a real kind of a stuck up bitch. I own like 20 cars. Basically, built my business from the ground up all by myself. Just like nothing will beat my car. They're always like, this is engineered to be like the fastest car alive. And then you do whatever. And only a handful of times did the actual car win. So does the supercar win?
Good. Shut them up.
Yeah, and you'll see some guys that like got some straight up sleepers. You're like, damn, they're hauling ass. Some guys are like throwing nitrous in it, so they're trying to, I think that's cheating, but some people will throw nitrous in there. For that kind of race, I think it should just be like, turbos and superchargers are fine, but
no additives.
Yeah, exactly. But there's a cool show. I mean, it gets kind of boring. Almost the same thing every single episode. So you can honestly just like fast forward to the last 10 minutes just to see who wins.
Oh, there goes Netflix sponsoring you. You just told people to skip to the end.
Yeah, maybe that'll script their algorithm. I don't know. Who knows? The other one there was what's it called? It's called like From Rust to Riches. That one is actually interesting because it's a dude that like is he basically wants to like have either a real small group of builders, and what they want to do is they want to buy like a cheap car, fix it up, sell it for like double, buy another a little bit more of an expensive cheap car, and kind of keep on one up. And he said it's basically like the dude that on Craigslist. He had like a red paper clip and ended up trading it for like a house, where you constantly are trading for up and up and up to get like that high, They end up by the end of the season, they're trying to buy or sell this car for like 6 figures, and the thing is, they have these dudes that are like very talented. They have this girl on there, a woman, that she is an engine like aficionado.
Mm-hmm.
Like she can take apart, put together any kind of big block, blah blah, whatever you got. Drop dead gorgeous. She's literally a supermodel. She's become a supermodel since then.
Oh
wow! Her name is Constance Nunez. Look her ass up. She is a dime piece, and she's like, she'll jump in there and get dirty with everybody. And then the first time I didn't know that until after I was like, whoa, she's like way too hot for this show. I'm like, you almost wonder if she's like a token to get the guys interested. But I think she actually works for this dude. And my old roommate, the guy's shop is in like it's in California somewhere. My old roommate, his dad lives in California, and sort of my old roommate, he lived in California for a while, in the town that guy's shop is in. And he said that his dad actually knows that guy and he like done some like contracting work for him and stuff like that. So he knows, he's like, that guy's a really cool guy. But so I think it's more of a legit thing, but I don't know, man. Are you looking her up? Constance Nunez.
Wow.
Yeah.
And she's a musclehead or a motorhead. That's pretty impressive.
Yeah, dude. It's really crazy. She knows it. Like when she talks on this, it doesn't sound scripted. It's like it sounds like she knows what she's talking about.
It's very possible. I mean,
it's just like one of those like freak things,
this shouldn't be happening.
She just like she grew up, with a wrench in her pocket. I don't know. It sounds like, so I got a wrench in my pocket, and it happens to be supermodel worthy. How often does that happen? Never.
Never.
So then the other one I watch is I don't remember the name of it. I'm not even gonna look it up. Takes place in Canada though, and it's this dude that he's been grinding making cars for 30 years or something. Never really making it big, and then just kind of getting by. And he finally had to plunk all his money, his life savings into this shop to like get the shop started, so he can start making like these custom jobs, whatever. And what they usually do is they take like a car and they put it almost back to where it looks factory, but it's got like a sleeper engine on the bottom of it. So like it looks cool, but it's not over the top. That Rusty Riches guy, he'll kind of do like some flashy stuff on there. And so, but this guy, he just kind of keeps it pretty much OG. And but they're awesome cars. So he's got a lot of like hundreds of cars that are just rusting out that he's trying to, he wants to fix. He's like a hoarder almost in that sense. And like he's got like a son that's like, okay, what are we gonna do? Can we sell this one? He's like, well, I got a little sentimental value for that. So he doesn't want to get rid of anything unless he can sell, like make it and really nice and sell it for a lot. He won't just sell it bare, but like how it is, unless he like gets like his his like coworkers and be like, dude, come on, we need money to keep the shop going. And then he might be like, all right. But he's just like this old school like hippie dude. He's like in his 60s. He's got dreadlocks and stuff like that. He's kind of cool. He's just this hippie dude that just will not want to get rid of any of this shit.
It's kind of watch.
It's worth it. You have nothing really else to watch, and you're just kind of zoning out on your phone or something. Just like you want something on like background or something. It's perfect for that.